Hello guys, welcome back. My name is Samira and this is a very quick August TBR. Alright, so my plans for August are very simple because I messed up in July and I have to keep it simple for August because for some unknown reason I have recently become a very moody reader and I cannot seem to keep up with my TBR, so I'm keeping this one very simple. Last weekend, me and my sister did this movie marathon for all the Lord of the Rings movies and Hobbit movies that we always do once in a while. And after that, I was feeling completely in mood to read something like Lord of the Rings, and I didn't want to do a reread at this moment, so I went with the next great pick. I decided to read The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan, the first book in the Wheel of Time series for this month, for the month of August, because if I'm in the mood for something like Lord of the Rings, that's the best option I think I'm gonna have. So to us fantasy readers, Wheel of Time is very important. It's a big commitment. 14 books, a very long series, and it's an epic fantasy with a wide world, with countless characters and POVs all throughout the books. I always wanted to read this book at the proper moment, and I think it's now. I'm in the mood for it, and it's a great point to start my reading journey through the Wheel of Time. I'm already 200 pages into the book, into The Eye of the World, and I'm really enjoying the journey so far. But before starting the book, I didn't read much of the synopsis because I wanted to go in half blind as much as possible. So I'm gonna read a very short piece of it for you, just so you know. The Wheel of Time turns and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave it birth returns again. What was, what will be, and what is, it may yet fall under the shadow. Besides the fact that it has a very wide world and it's very similar to The Lord of the Rings, that's all I know. There's a chosen fun trope, and that's enough. I think I'm gonna enjoy this book very much. 200 pages. I had so much fun reading those because it has that kind of slow, epic vibe that you're going on a journey, and that's all I needed. That's definitely what I wanted from this book. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading this one. I don't know if I would finish it by the end of the month. I think I will because it seems like my cup of tea, really. Oh, and by the way, I'm at this point in the Augusttbr where I'm supposed to start the Stormlight Archive right now, but I'm a bit intimidated and I kind of wanted to, put a bit of space before jumping into the Stormlight Archive, and I really wanted to read The Wheel of Time. I always had this feeling that I have to read The Wheel of Time before the Stormlight Archive. I don't know if I would finish that one first before starting this, but yeah. For now, I'm putting the Stormlight Archive aside for a while, just a while. Read the few short stories in the Augusttbr before I jump into the Stormlight. I don't know. I'll probably will read it in the next few months. The next one on the list is a very different vibe kind of book, and I picked it because it's August and I feel like reading something like this. I decided to go with The Trials of Morrigan by Jessica Townsend. So this is a middle grade book. It's book 1 in the Nevermore series. I've seen it around, but I've never actually picked it up. It's a middle grade, published in 2017, 465 pages, and it has a rating of 4.34. So the story is about this cursed girl who escapes death and travels to a magical world and is then tested beyond her wildest imaginations. So Morrigan Crow is cursed, having been born at eventide, the unluckiest day for any child to be born. She's blamed for all local misfortunes, from hailstorms to heart attacks, and worst of all, the curse means that Morrigan's doomed to die at midnight on her 11th birthday. So she escapes death, she goes to the magical world, and she's tested. I think there's a school involved. There are 3 books in this trilogy right now, but I think book 4 is coming out next year in 2024. And I'm really excited to, dive into this world. It should be an easy, fun read, and that's what I want because The Eye of the World, epic fantasies stress me out. As much as I love them, they stress me out, and I have to keep the rest of my TBR simple, to have space for that kind of thing to happen in my mind. All right, sadly, the next 2 books are 2 books from my July TBR that I didn't get to finish in July. I've started both of these. I'm in the middle of both, but I didn't get to finish them in July. July was a mess, honestly. I didn't get to do as much as I planned. So first, the Graveyard book. I already introduced this, so I'm gonna go over it very quick. Graveyard book by Neil Gaiman. This came out in 2008. It's fairly short. It's a medium length book. This is about a boy who's adopted and raised by the supernatural occupants of a cemetery after his parents are brutally murdered. That's all you need to know. It's a very fun read. As much as I've read, I really enjoyed this one. I'm about this much into the book. It's not much, I know, but I didn't have enough time to finish it. I will definitely finish it in this month, and I think I'm gonna like it because so far it's been really good. The next one is Happy Place by Emily Henry. This is Emily Henry's latest book. It came out earlier this year. It's about Harriet and Wynne, a seemingly perfect couple who have been together for a very long time, but now they've broken up. It's been 6 months since they broke up, and they have to go on this trip with their best friends, and no one knows they actually broken up. So they have to act in front of their friends because it's a very important trip. They don't want to ruin their trip for their friends. And yeah, the friend group is really amazing in this book. I'm this much into the book, almost halfway in. I'm enjoying it. The first bits were very entertaining. It's slowed down a bit at this point, but I think it's gonna pick back up. I usually have these feelings with Emily Henry's book where I usually this much left of the book, I really get into it and I really start enjoying it. I will continue this and probably finish it in the next few days. So yeah, Happy Place and The Graveyard Book are the book I'm in the middle of, and I have to finish them in the month of August because I just couldn't find enough time in July to finish these two. And of course, the last part of my TBR is the manga One Piece. I will be continuing from volume 7. This has really picked up. I mean, I'm enjoying it so much that when I'm reading it, I just go through the pages and go to the next volume, and I can't stop, and I have to make myself put it down to read my other books from my TBR. The crew is expanding, and I'm having so much fun with these guys. And it has actually become funnier in the last volumes. I don't know. Alright, so that's it for my TBR for August. I'm keeping it very simple, very short, because I have to fix myself. There's something broken in me, and I've become a very, very bad, moody reader. Tell me in the comments if you read any of these books, and the Cosmere fans, especially you, if you think I should finish the Wheel of Time series before jumping into the Stormlight archive. I really appreciate knowing that. Because I don't know. It's 14 books and it might take a year for me to read all of that. And I don't know when's the good point to stop and go read them, or if I can read them side by side. I don't know if it will get confusing, if it will get too much. Hopefully I will figure out along the way. Alright, that's it. That's all I have for this month. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!